Fine.
Good, that's great, that's great. But today, wait, actually again, how's everybody doing?
Fine.
Why are you doing so fine? Why are you doing so great?
Because we learn every day.
Listen, the bottom line is you are alive. So today happens to be the best day of your what? Life. Giving you an opportunity to do something new, to move in a direction towards your perfection, positioning yourself. It's all about positioning your what?
Self.
Because everything in life has a what? Position. Meaning it has a what?
Position.
That means that it has a place. Yeah, you all know that I'm a gymnast, right?
Yeah.
That this is what I do. And as a gymnast, you must be very careful of the position that you put your body in. When you elevate, meaning when you go up, when you are doing aerial flips, you have to be careful of how you come what? Down. You know, all about what? Positioning. I'm telling you that because I want you all to start positioning yourselves mentally. Position yourself what?
Mentally.
That means using your what?
Mind.
Not some of the time, but all the what?
Time.
A lot of people wake up and they leave their minds what?
There. Sleep.
They leave their minds sleep. So therefore it caused them to be in bad what?
Shape. Positions. That's it.
Positions. See, this is all about positioning ourselves right now. I want to just share with you something that I had experienced and that I witnessed firsthand. I witnessed it, meaning I what? I saw it. I saw it, and it was like very traumatic. So I'm thinking if I can share with you, this is going to put you in another what?
Position.
To what? Move what?
Forward.
Excellent. So I'm telling you this. From the community that I lived in, you know that they have barriers. They have what?
Barriers.
A barrier is something that, you know, stops you from going in or going what?
Out.
Like sometimes we create mental what? Barriers, which blocks us in. You know, like with our communities, it's guys that live in a community, and due to the fact that they lived over here, they start to claim themselves as different organizations, structures, street structures. They say, I'm this. I'm a four-corner hustler. I'm a vice lord. I'm a GD. Oh, yeah, I'm GD. I'm BD. And, you know, so therefore they take this on thinking that this put them in a good what?
Position.
Again, it's all about positioning. See, so now they've created these barriers. So they can't come over here and they can't come over what?
Here.
There. Like in my community, me being Jesse White Tumbler, and I'm pretty sure everybody know about the Jesse White Tumblers, right?
Yeah.
You see us in the circus, the different venues. Like, okay, we had an opportunity to have uniforms. We were all dressed up coming out of practice one day. And there was a barrier that you couldn't see, but it was there. We knew that, you know, we didn't really supposed to go over here to this restaurant. But we chose to position ourselves over there due to the fact that we were Jesse White what?
Tumblers.
We were Jesse White Tumblers. Everybody knew who we were. What? I mean, come on. This is what we do. Jesse White Tumblers. We say clearly, Jesse White Tumblers, we tumble. So we went to this restaurant knowing that we really didn't supposed to be in this area. And due to the fact that, you know, when we were younger, we had no problems going over there in the past. Now that we became 6th and 7th graders and 8th graders, people looked at us a little what?
Different.
As we were up in there ordering our food, one of my friends yelled out, "They're coming! They're coming!" You know, we run to the door, we see a mob, an angry mob. We see them running with bats, and they running to the restaurant. But I just ordered my what?
Food.
And I got my what on?
Uniform.
I'm a Jesse White Tumbler. Man, I don't know what y'all running, but I'm not finna leave my gyros and my fries and pop. They run up out the restaurant. Except two. Two of us was there. They run up out the restaurant. And they gone. So by the time these guys run up into the restaurant, some of them I knew. Because they knew we were on the same Jesse White Tumbler team. They ran in there with some adult men and some other guys. And they was questioning me in regards to why did my friends run. And I was explaining to them that, you know what, they felt awkward in this what? Position. They were thinking because you came down here that you might was coming down here to be violent. or in a negative manner. I say all we were doing was ordering our food. And we want to go over home onto where we live peacefully. You know, one of the gentlemen who was an adult, he was a what?
Adult.
Again, I want to state to you, you notice when I say adult, I mean he was over the age of 20 what?
1.
So this is what I'm trying to say. I didn't call him a man because a man takes on responsibility. You know, they oversee and protect and provide, and they nurture and care for things. They're not there to destroy or hurt or harm. But this adult male, he looked at the men, at us. He looked at us and said, you know what? No, y'all ain't no shorties no more. Y'all too big. Y'all can't let them come over here. They some of them guys. I'm witnessing this. I'm telling you, I'm what?
Witnessing.
So I'm seeing it. I'm seeing them as this boy comes up out of this restaurant. All this is looking like a bad movie that's playing. Because I see him walk out and I see this adult, you know, who's supposed to be there to guide, to teach, to help, to support. I see him hit this young male. Hit him like if he was a bag. Hit him so hard, all he saw was flashing lights. Then, due to the fact they see this adult thinking that's right, all the guys who even knew him, the other guys, the oppositions, what they want to call, started to beat on him. Now I'm telling you, it's about 30 guys beating one guy. And they screaming, he's screaming. And he's running, he's trying to get away, he's fighting for his life, food is falling his life as he's running, trying to get away. And you know, blood is coming down him. And it's like, why are y'all doing this? Why do you hate him this much? Is it you hate him or do you hate yourself? Don't you know he has a place, he has a position on this earth like you? Don't you know he had parents who care about him? As they put him on the ground and they started stumping him. But, you know, they grabbed a baseball bat and they're hitting him in his head. Blood is going out, and I'm just trying to share with you because I saw it, I witnessed it. They hit him in his mouth, they broke his jaw, they broke his nose, they broke his arm, and they broke his leg. The only thing that saved him, and I remember him thinking and saying, make it stop. Make it stop. He preferred to be dead than alive. He preferred to be dead than a what?
Alive.
So could you imagine what kind of pain he was going through? What he was feeling? That he was just wishing that it could end, that it could stop, that it didn't have to happen anymore. And that he can just get up and erase all this. You know, again, knowing your position, knowing your place is key, it's important. See, after him experiencing that, right, could you imagine what it felt like for them to have to run to his home or his mother's job, his family, and tell his mother? Could you imagine someone running up into your mother's house and telling your mother, you know what? They just beat your daughter to death. They just beat your son to death. I don't care what you've done or how you might be a problem child. No one wants to hear that you just beat their child to death. What do you think your parents would do?
They go kill him.
Go crazy.
Oh, they're going to get weak to their knees. Because his mother, she dropped to her knees and she just fainted. Then she got up and she began to run. Because she just believed if she can get in the presence of her son, if she can touch him, that he'll come back to alive. That she can put life back into him. Because remember, she invested years into him. This is her child. It came from her. But as this boy laid there bleeding on the ground and people witnessing what had taken place, you know, cars was driving by. Earlier that day, when those other young men got up They got up and they left their houses and their homes, but they left their brains unconscious. Their brains were still asleep. Because if they was aware, if they was conscious, don't you know, I understand, and you should understand, her mother values her like my mother valued me. Her mother wants for her what my mother wants for me, and that's the very best. She wants the best for me. So your parents want the best for what? You. They want you to be conscious of your positions that you put yourself in. They want you to think before you make any kind of decisions. They want you to be conscious, aware. And I'm always telling you, to be aware is to be what? Alive. The moment you're not aware, it costs you your what? Life. I can share this with you. I can tell you. Reposition yourself. Because you know what they told that young man and his mother and them? They said, even if he comes out of the coma, he might not ever talk right. We don't know what's going to be the status of his brain. We don't know if he'll ever walk again, but he'll definitely never flip again. He'll definitely never ever be able to run at the same capacity. He'll definitely never be able. They say he'll definitely never be able to flip again. He'll never be able to do the things that he used to do. Because he was beaten what? Down. He was kicked what? Down. He was stumped what? Down. He was bet what? Down. But when you're destined to be something, can't nobody stop you. I share that with y'all because I want you to know. After having my arm broken, after having my legs broken, my jaw broken, my nose broken, sitting up in the hospital for 4 months, I still was able to rise up.
Wait, that was you?
To be here today.
Oh.
So I want you to be conscious and know that you have what's inside of you to accomplish anything that you want to accomplish in this world. In spite of what you might have experienced or in spite of what you might be going through, position yourself. And if you see yourself in the wrong position, change your position. Make it better for yourself. Because you can't go against you, because the world already going to try to go against you. And it's going to use all the power within it to try to make sure that you are broken. Even if I'm telling you, if they break your bones, it still can't stop you. It still can't what? Stop you. I just want to share that piece with you all, let y'all know. Y'all destined to be great. There's greatness in you, be that. Hit it, brother.